Welcome back to This Is Arlington, Arlington High's student-produced television show. I'm Matthew Donahoe.
And I'm Lila Scobie. On this episode, we will cover a touching story of a boy who fought hard to overcome obstacles after a tragic accident.
We're going to spotlight a senior here at Arlington.
And introduce a local musician.
We don't want to keep you waiting any longer. Let's take a look at our top stories.
Spring sports season is back. That means baseball season is starting up. This past week, our boys traveled to Biloxi to kick off their season. Going 4-0 with one tie, the Tigers have a great start. We can't wait to show our support. Good luck, Tigers.
Now, if you came to school the Friday before spring break, you might have noticed that your math hallway was a little different than usual. This is due to the lovely holiday, Pi Day. Now, Pi Day is celebrated on March 14th every year. This is a celebration of the mathematical notation pi, which is the name given to the number 3.1415952653589979323846264338, hence why it is celebrated on March 14th, which is the date 314.
On March 6, Arlington High School's media department headed to Nashville to the Tennessee High School Press Association Award Ceremony. They received 19 awards, which includes Mr. Ashby as Teacher of the Year and Vice Principal Penny as Administrator of the Year. Tiger Life Media was rewarded the Best Overall Television Station. Good job, students, and way to represent Arlington High School.
Arlington is the best. We wanted to release a quick PSA for all of our lovely viewers out there. Cars are getting broken into at an alarming rate. Just recently, 4 cars were broken into during a Sunday service at Memphis Church. I actually read a story about a woman in Memphis who had her car broken into twice in the same day. So please take these simple precautions, such as locking your car. If there's anything valuable looking, maybe tuck it under the console or put it under a seat. And especially if you have a book bag or sack, anything really, just take it out of plain view. It's a very tasty treat for any criminals trying to break into your car. And now we have a very inspiring story from one of our reporters, Bree Alvarado.
A devastating accident might slow some people down, but this was not the case for Arlington alumni Holden Shaw. Let's take a look at how Holden has been able to overcome and push through the challenges thrown his way.
The accident happened July 31st, 2020. I was riding a four-wheeler, and me and my friend flipped into a ditch, and I broke my neck. I was at Shepherd's for 5 months.
When we were at Shepherd's, when we got there, it was very scary. You know, we didn't know anybody, and it was hard to be there away from our family and stuff. It caused us to form relationships with the other people that were there, the moms, the kids. You know, Holden was on a floor with teenagers. That's probably what saved him.
I worked on living with how I am, but also trying to get farther than that. Normally I'd have school first, and then I go downstairs, and they had a gym down there where I could do weights. And then I'd have physical therapy where I'd work on transferring in and out of my chair.
I first had Holden when he was a freshman in my intro to film class. It was really great to have him in that class. He had a lot of energy. He always had a great smile. Last year, it was the year we all came back from hybrid and Holden was back. And it was great to see Holden in the hallways. Anytime I saw him, he was beaming. He had a lot of joy. You could just tell he was happy to be here. Holden selected me to assist him in walking across the stage to get his diploma. And it was really a great moment in my teaching career to be able to be there with Holden when he received his diploma.
The community helped me a lot through my injury, especially whenever I first got injured.
I mean, they were wonderful. We couldn't have done it without everybody. It takes a village, and people, the prayers, the meals coming in, the GoFundMe things. It just was a feeling, it kind of gives you the chills. Holden took on these challenges that I couldn't imagine taking on, and still makes me kind of tear up. But, his attitude, I just can't tell you. He is determined. He's going to walk.
Definitely being able to be happy without having everything that everyone else has. and learning to just be happy with what you have. That's probably the best thing I've learned from my injury.
Any kind of situation that's different or a tragedy or anything, I would say just, don't look back. You can't look back. You have to have faith. And Holden has a lot of faith in God. We all do. And, I think that's what gets you through.
I'm still working to get stronger and to get more back, but I've gotten a lot further than I used to be.
We're going to keep holding on to hope.
Thank you, Bree, for that report. Building relationships is such an important part of life. Senior Griffin Yandel has spent his high school career making friends that will support him in his next chapters.
My name is Griffin Yandel, and I'm a senior at Arlington High School. In my free time, I like to sleep, I like to hang out with my friends, I like to eat sometimes, generally that, yeah.
So I met Griffin when I was in 7th grade, but we didn't get close until 8th grade.
I went to Lakeland Elementary School with a lot of very fine people that I know today still, and then I went to Arlington Middle School and now Arlington High School.
I met Griffin Yandel in kindergarten, and we became best friends like first day of school and just friends ever since. I feel like we have just always been able to be friends. Even if we don't talk every day, we can still just always be friends. He's always there for me.
My friends in general really have just helped me get through the school day. A lot of times it's hard, getting here at 7 a.m. and wanting to be here. But having that social element and having friends here really helps me get through that. Gets through those long class periods where you don't want to pay attention. I like to laugh, so I like to have fun with my friends in class like that. So I'm actually involved in a fair amount of clubs. So I'm in National Honor Society, Beta Club, National Art Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, Science National Honor Society, National English Honor Society. Also, I was in Key Club. I'm not anymore, but I was. And I'm an officer of National English Honor Society. So participation in organizations and clubs like that, and then also having that leadership role, has really allowed me to connect with a lot of people and also meet new people, just interact with people in general. So my experience at Arlington High School has been generally positive. I've gotten to meet a lot of people, make a lot of friendships that I wouldn't have had if I had gone somewhere else, obviously. And then obviously the opportunities here with AP classes and organizations have really allowed me to be my best self and allowed me to improve myself a lot. So.
He's always been really driven and focused in school. He loves anything to do with history and politics. He's really smart. He has a lot of friends. He's always funny.
So my plans after high school are going to college, obviously. I'm planning on attending the University of Tennessee. Advice that I would give to underclassmen who want to be successful would definitely be to believe in yourself and believe that you can do things, even if they're hard. You can overcome those things, and you just have to tell yourself that you can do it. That's what I've done. When things seem hard, I just tell myself, I have to do this, I can do this. And it really gets me through those things, whatever they may be, whether it's a test or a project or writing something of that nature.
Singer-songwriter Jay Jones. How are you doing, Jay?
My name is Jay Jones. I was born and raised in Memphis, Tennessee. I grew up, of course, Southern Baptist Church and everything, so that kind of planted the beginnings of my music, obviously doing cantatas and musicals and things like that. Got me used to being in front of people and then singing and stuff. Love to ride my motorcycle and, hang out. I love sports. Of course, I just had a baby, so I'm kind of, my hobby now includes being dad. So what made me want to become a musician? Honestly, as a kid, I wanted to be a professional wrestler. music, yeah, of course. I mean, when I was a, young teenager and stuff, me and my buddies said, hey man, let's start a band, which none of us knew how to play any instruments, so that didn't go far at all. But the music thing just kind of happened. I don't know. But I've been doing music now for about 10 years. But I knew I wanted to do more. I wanted to tell my own stories, write my own songs. So I started with the cover band, and it was great. As I decided to transition into doing my own thing, I actually picked the drummer that is with me now. He was my drummer in the cover band. As far as all my guitar players and the bass player and everything like that, when I first formed this band, when I first formed it, I wanted to pick people that really nobody knew in the local music scene. So I've done a lot of smaller to mid-sized festivals. I love playing the festivals because there's so many different people, and the crowds are kind of all over the place, and you just meet so many people, including other musicians and things like that. So I've done a lot of small to medium-sized festivals. I think I would like to do some of the larger festivals. I'd like to be on and start doing some larger festivals. One of my fondest moments was actually being asked to open with the band Striper at Graceland. Do I have any advice for young people that want to become a musician? Stick with it.
Well, both of us are seniors, as you know, class of 2023, we up. So it's the last quarter, about 6 weeks left till we get to leave. How are you feeling?
I'm really excited. I think I'm really excited to be done with school. Just not really excited to grow up, but I'm done. I'm ready to be done with English, math, ready to turn in the iPad for sure.
Okay, the iPad?
For sure, yeah.
Okay,
shut it down.
we still have to take those classes in college, right?
Oh.
Like, that's why a lot of people go to Southwest, so they can get those out of the way.
Okay, well, what about you? Yeah, so are you ready to be done?
I'm excited. I'm excited to be done. I'm really excited for the internship opportunities. Obviously, that comes more junior year, junior, senior, but that's why I'm trying to get there quick.
You're ready to work.
I want to work. I want to get money. I want to get money, a lot of it.
That's great.
Thank you. Thank you. That's all we have today for This Is Arlington.
Tune in next time for more stories from Arlington High School and the community.
While you're here, turn on post notifications to see when This Is Arlington comes out with another episode.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.